Okay, love
Let's
it.
see what let's see what Chat GPT prepared for us. I haven't seen it yet. First word. Let's see. Chicken.
El Pollo
Okay.
Loco.
Pollo Loco. If you think of chicken, you gotta think of Pollo Loco. Fantastic. Next word. Let's see. Marketing.
Nike.
Amazing. Huh? Just do it. I was reading the story about Just Do It, and I thought it was amazing.
It's an amazing
Uh,
story.
no. Third word. Let's go. Fast food.
McDonald's.
Really? Just their process is perfect, and they've done it the right way.
I mean, I used to work at McDonald's for 6 years, so I feel like it's just one of those things. I think fast, I think quick, and I think they're one of those restaurant chains that obviously sets the precedent and tone for a lot of the industry. And so, I think when you
That's right.
associate fast food, doesn't matter
Yeah.
whether good or
The
bad. I just think
efficiency.
that
Yeah.
they have the cake for that.
Amazing. Let's go. Next word. Innovation.
Oof, Apple for sure.
Apple. That's right. Next. Branding.
It's funny because I'm like really when I think about branding, I think about big brand, big brand. But for those who know me, know how passionate I am about this cookie company that's based in Los Angeles. I'm going to say Last Crumb. It's an incredible cookie company. It's for 12 cookies. It's $160. They've created an incredible brand. Check them out.
Fantastic. Next word. Growth.
Wow. It's funny. The first brand that comes to mind with growth has not fared as well from a growth perspective story the last, call it, year and a half or 2 years. But I want to say Peloton. And the reason I want to say
Oh
Peloton is
wow.
because they grew during the pandemic, and it's just one of those brands that I feel like did an incredible job kind of seizing the moment and trying to get people to realize that they can have a gym at their home. And I love Peloton. I'm a huge fan, and growth to me is associated with them.
Fantastic. Maybe growing. Maybe they grew too fast. Maybe.
Possibly.
Um, but great brand, absolutely. And they incorporated streaming right during the
Hmm.
pandemic, and it was a great match of the
Yes.
two technologies, right? So the next one is customer.
Customer has to be the core at everything that you do, whether that be your internal customer, so whether you're working on a cross functional team, your external customer, whether that be someone who's paying money for your services, and then also, your agencies and supplier partners. They're also a customer. So I think customer has a couple different approaches to it, but they're all important.
So do you include customers' feedback in the creation of future products?
100%.
Amazing. Yeah. Always listen to the customer. Doesn't mean that the
Always.
customer is always right, but you
But take their
always
feedback.
take their feedback.
100%.
Social media. We talked about a little bit.
Oh man. Um, Social media is one of those things where I hear the word, I'm just like, I don't know what to say first. I don't know whether to say TikTok, whether to say Instagram, whether to say
Huh.
Facebook, whether it be share pictures, whether it be social commerce. There's so many tails to social media, but I just feel like it's one of those things that always gets me excited, because it's just always evolving and always changing.
And on that topic, if we were to say metaverse, is there something you guys are looking at and seriously like saying, hey, we need to do something in this space?
I feel like I'm letting a lot of what I see happening in the metaverse be done by larger companies. I think
No.
that they're going to set the tone for a lot of what's to come relative
So
to
it's too
development.
early. You're saying it's too
Yes,
early.
I think it's too early for companies of my size, but I also think it gives me an opportunity to really focus on what we can do very well, and then if the time comes, we'll make those adjustments accordingly.
And again, on social media, I think another one I wanted to ask you was Snap. You haven't talked about Snapchat. I'm a big fan of Snap. Um,
Yes.
what are your thoughts? Are you doing something with Snap?
Yeah, we still have stuff with Snapchat. Maybe it's just because I'm not as active on that specific platform, but I would say that they've done an incredible job. That team. I know
Amazing.
a few of the people who work for Snapchat corporate, and they've done a really nice job. I think they've seen some highs and lows over the course of the last couple of years, but I think net, I still think of them as being very innovative.
Yeah.
They're
Top.
definitely one of the leaders in the AR space, and I think they'll
Amazing.
continue to lead.
Agree. Agree 100%. I don't know if you knew this, but at Snap, you're not allowed to say the word virtual reality because
Yeah.
for them everything is augmented reality. It's not
Yes.
virtual reality. So I thought it was interesting. So franchise.
I think franchise is the beauty of what makes, you know, starting your own small business in the United States. I know there's franchises around the world, but I think there's a lot of companies that can give people the American dream of owning their own business. And I think the franchise business is beautiful. I think that it can really help people innovate, it can help people grow, and it can allow people to be attached to a very large brand and kind of make it their own.
And are all the stores franchisee stores or just they're owned by Pollo Loco?
So we're two-thirds franchise and one-third company
Amazing,
owned.
amazing, fantastic. And the last word is budget. Okay,
Oh, I hate that word.
you gotta
No,
stay
but
between budget.
yeah, I think it's kind of the word that everybody kind of like cringes at because there's
Yeah.
always usually a negative connotation with that word. But I think budget also gives us the ability to accomplish great things,
I
right?
need
So
more.
yes, and more. I need more, or oh, you got to cut. But
Yeah,
I
yeah,
think
yeah.
budget is one of those things that I think is just so important, and it's really important to make sure that every single penny or every single dollar matters. And budget's one of those things that can help you grow and can help you get better.
Amazing, amazing. Yeah, and it can keep you in control, right? Or the organization in control. You can't not have a
Absolutely,
budget. You know,
for sure.
you have to have a goal and a KPI to look at. So that's our last question. Andy, thank you so much. If anybody wants to